do what I call
it was one of the last major race riots, they said. But what this shows is that white rage adapted over time, where once mobs used bombs and torches, by the 1960s, they were using guns and gangs and aggressive policing, and those became the tools of intimidation. And it's a reminder of what these so-called civil rights victories and the battle for racial equality was far from. Now, keep in mind, Charlie Kirk said that we were better off back then. That's what he said. He said we were better off back then. I want you to keep that in mind. All right? Okay? I just want you to keep that in mind. All right? So as you see, based on all these so-called race riots, because that's what they categorize them as, whether we talk about Memphis or Wilmington or Tulsa or Detroit or Chicago, they weren't really riots at all. They were organized attacks on Black prosperity, Black success, Black life, and Black wealth. And here's the lesson. If you don't give white nationalists and white supremacists a reason, they'll make one up. And it doesn't have to be a good one. In fact, it can be a bold-faced lie. Just like the ones you saw Charlie Kirk say about black men and black men unalive, black people unaliving these white folk, which is a lie, according to the FBI and the stats and the CDC. All it takes is a rumor. A black man whistled at a white woman. A black man attacked a white woman. The Negroes are getting rich. And the mob is ready to burn, loot, and kill. History proves it. They never needed the truth. They just needed an excuse. And that same spirit is alive today in 2025. Angry white nationalists are still hunting for pretext. They want to point to crime and chaos and law and order. But what they're really looking for is permission to target black communities. That's why you got Trump talking about floating and sending the National Guard into Chicago. Okay? What you send it over to this black town for? Look, I get what you're trying to do. See, it wasn't just, understand, family, it wasn't just the politicians or activists who pushed back. It was the streets in Chicago. The gangsters got on the internet. Y'all remember a couple of weeks ago? The gangsters got on the internet and said, we got switches. And they made it crystal clear it's going to be a fight. And if the guard came in, it was going to be a war. They were willing to crash out. It is what it is. And I believe that's why the focus shifted to Memphis, not because Memphis had more crime, but because it looked like an easier place to flex without facing real resistance. That's how bullies operate. And white supremacy, if it's anything, it's a bully. They go where they think they can dominate without paying the cost. And that's the same logic white mobs used 100 years ago when they burned down towns like Greenwood, Rosewood, Forsyth. They weren't looking for justice. They were looking for victims. I want to share this with you too. Before I lose my, I wanted to bring this up. Listen to this.
A lot of folks have heard this phrase, right? 40 acres and a mule. As you say, a lot of people thought, okay, this just never happened. And your reporting is called 40 acres and a lie. What's the truth behind this program? What do people not know?
What people don't know is that it wasn't just a promise that was broken. People will receive land titles. We found more than 1,250 people who got land titles, men and women. They picked out their plots of land, mostly on the plantations where they were enslaved. Actually, not everyone got 40 acres, which is another misconception. It was up to 40 acres. And then people were living there. They were planting their crops. They were selling them in Savannah. Some of them formed governments. They elected a sheriff. They were living their lives, and they lived there for like up to a year and a half before they were kicked off.
How did they get kicked off the land that the government gave them?
Basically, because Lincoln was assassinated. I mean, they had promised this land. They gave land titles. The government said, this is yours. You deserve it. You're going to keep it. But Congress needed to make those titles permanent. They had a majority in Congress who were willing to do it. But Andrew Johnson, he was the vice president. He was a white supremacist. He sided with the planters who wanted their land back, and he vetoed every effort to make those land titles permanent.
You did a little more research to talk about the value of the land. This is an important part of your reporting here. 1 4-acre lot.
I want you to listen to this, family. This is how much land was stolen from us. The government promised us. Listen.
That you identified in Jacksonville, Florida, based on a sale last year, that it would today 40 acres would be worth $2.5 million there.
$2.5 million. There's our generational wealth right there. There's our generational wealth. Keep listening.
It's not just the land that was lost here in your reporting. Tell me about what else you found.
Yeah, well, just that generational wealth that wasn't passed on. You know, this 40 acres land was all the coast. It's like expensive coastal real estate. We found gated communities, golf courses, and restaurants.
So the next time they tell you we haven't built anything, we haven't done anything, say, yes, we did. Y'all literally stole it from it. Your grandparents are sitting on it right now. And point out all these cities we just talked about. You burned it down. You burned us out. I'm just saying, here are the facts. It's been here. Why should I have to sit up here and do this? I'm not a historian. You understand? Why don't y'all do this? Why don't we use these talking points to beat back some of these lies? It's all right there, family. I know you learned something. Keep listening.
Incredibly valuable lands. This is wealth that was not passed on. And that's kind of what we're trying to show is the impact. This is not a history lesson only. It's the impact on people who are alive today.
Yeah. Generational wealth. What happened to it? That's what happened to it. Look, here's the thing. And the whole point of me bringing this up is we are living in a racially charged environment in this country. But this is not the first time. America's always been racially charged. And every time the heat rises, the rage burn down Black progress. Whether we're talking about Tulsa or Rosewood, dozens and dozens of towns wiped off the map because of white folk and jealousy and mad. Because some elite told them, some rich white person told them it was our fault. But here's the thing, family. We as foundational Black Americans stand firm in the storm. Okay? What do we see from these immigrants, though? I know it's an immigrant. I want y'all to listen. Look, we stand firm in this storm. But I find it interesting that a lot of our immigrant family, our Black immigrants especially, they're packing their bags and they're leaving. They buying one-way tickets. They're clicking confirm on Expedia. They're heading back home. And there's apparently a movement. I'm gonna see if I can pull this up. I just thought this was interesting. What's up? Welcome to the broadcast. This is Uncle D. People wash their ass in the tub, Kamala Harris.
You would tune in to Uncle D. D's Black Man Talk. Pull up, homie, take a seat. Don't be a shadow watcher every day. You learn something, then you earn something. And let them know and drop some money in the plate. It's getting cold, ladies, talking ratchet. There's a king here, grab your coat, zip your jacket. Keep quiet for a second, close your jaw. Attorney Spurling, this ain't pearly, know the law. Talking Constitution, pushing pins when he shooting, give him that. Masculinity, just for the record, sprinkle that. You can keep your cat, gotta cut it. Only cat he rubbing, gotta love it. I call it Molly Buddy. Gotta vote your interest, voting earns. Presidential, this is for the money that I earn. When you gon' learn, my people, that evil mixed with evil. No matter what you're doing, baby, this ain't equal. Sometimes when you're special, you get hated. The test is for the best, you're damn right, my people made it. Uncle D, Blizzard King, you been served, gotta know this. Now black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now.
Hey man, I'll do what I do.
Somebody need to whip your ass.
Get up and whip him, Sweets.
Hey, don't be putting the money in my hand all rough.
Take your ass out here. You buy you a Flowbee and cut your own damn hair from now on.